Welcome back. I'm Lisa Germani. We're shifting direction a bit in this segment. We're still focusing on work, but also on connecting to your life's purpose and living it through your work. Not simply working at a job just to pay the bills, but one that fills our hearts with joy and enables us to wake up every day and go to a place where we are truly living out our passion. Joining me now is Chris Sarris, career coach and owner of Soul Space. Great to have you here, Chris.
Wonderful. Thanks for including me.
Tell me about Soul Space and how you sort of unexpectedly came upon finding your purpose.
I will. Soul Space, we're an organization that does personal and professional growth. And specifically, we do life coaching and we work with individuals, but also coaching with business owners and executives through leadership development and helping them expand how they connect and communicate with their employees and get the most out of them.
Okay. And how did you had a marketing job before this, right? That you really liked, you enjoyed, you did well at, and you sort of unexpectedly landed in this type of role. Walk me through that.
I use an expression a lot when I'm coaching with people that I say a crisis is a terrible thing to waste. And often when we have crisis points, it's an opportunity to step back and really look at your life and either what's going on specifically, professionally or otherwise, and to maybe do something different. I did have a marketing advertising agency for like 14 years, and it was about 17, 18 years ago that I was experiencing some kind of personal crisis that really stepped back and made me look and kind of explore myself more deeply. And it was through this journey that I was able to connect to some different talents and gifts that I didn't realize I had. And actually thought about going back to become a therapist and then discovered this profession of coaching about 13 years ago and fell in love with that. So I had this career that I really liked, but through this journey of self-discovery, I found something that I truly loved, and that was the beginning of it.
I think a lot of people wish that they could do that, but they don't really know. How do you find your true gifts and talents? They may know they're not doing something they love, and they want to get to the place that you are. How do they find their true gifts and talents?
Well, first off, I principally believe that all of us have what we call, we're born with natural genius. All of us have gifts and talents and aspects of ourselves that come very naturally to us and are things that we can do that we'll be very successful at doing. And when we do that, we experience a lot of joy, fulfillment, and kind of abundance across the board. So that's the baseline premise that we have in coaching. And then a lot of us get disconnected from that for a lot of different reasons through the experience of life. And we take on sometimes false and limited beliefs about ourselves or even the possibilities, and there's a lot of reasons that happens. And it is from that place that we end up kind of sometimes doing things that aren't connecting to the depth of who we really are. And so it's being able to maybe sometimes use crisis points to step back and find out what's really in here and what can I be doing.
I think probably, too, people just get wrapped up in daily life, right? They've got a mortgage, they've got 2 car payments, they've got kids in college, they've got kids in private school. Just everyday pressures probably preclude people from really going after this type of thing, right? Let's talk about alignment and values as they relate to our life's purpose real quickly.
Great. Before, if I can touch on one other thing, I found that the #1 thing that keeps people from achieving any kind of dream that they have is mostly an unconscious belief in fear, fear-based belief. And FEAR stands for false evidence appearing real. So often what we're afraid of when we are going to grow and expand isn't real, but it's real for us and we believe it. And it's only being able to kind of identify that and step through it that you're going to be able to connect more deeply to your passion. And you had spoke to this, all of us have values, which are the guiding principles of the things that matter to us. And a lot of times we end up in jobs and careers that aren't in alignment with really what matters to us. So that's a place that you have to kind of stop and go, what are my guiding values? Freedom, creative expression, connection with others, serving people. And then there's a values discovery process you can go through, and once you become more aware of your own values, you can really look around in different parts of your life and decide, are these parts of my life, is this job, is this career in alignment with these values?
So someone could sit down with you in 1 or 2 sessions, say, and start to go through this and say, this is what my ideal career is, or this is what I want to really live every day, and you could ask really pertinent questions to help them find those answers, Right.
For sure, but a lot of times they don't know what their ideal career is. They just know they're not happy where they're at, and they're not sure how to get there. So we start with whatever their limitations are, like where is the pain, and to use that to kind of reverse engineer into finding a deeper part of who you are.
So much more we could talk about, but we have got to wrap. Chris, sorry about that.
No.
Hopefully, Chris has a lot of you thinking about living your passion through your work now. For more information and to connect with Chris, please visit thesoulsspace.com. That's our show for today. Please join us again next week on another episode of Street Beat right here on CW50, and have a great Saturday, you guys.